Welcome once again, little rams, to your weekly readings with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together and let's see what is going on this week ahead for Aries. Aries, I see a lot of donating, a lot of charity going on this week ahead. You may be the recipient of someone's charity, or you yourself may be doing charitable work this week. So, if you are, give joyfully to the organizations and the people who spiritually support you and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources that you donate this week will ensure that your positive energy multiplies in the near future. Also, Aries, I feel that the charity of your heart is ready to work itself in this week by being able to forgive someone. So you're feeling charitable of the heart this week ahead, and you may be ready to open the channels of communication with someone from the past that you're ready to forgive, or you're ready to forgive yourselves and release a negative emotion, a negative energy of the past. Remember, keep in mind, Aries, that you are not what happened to you, but you are who you choose to become in the present moment. So it is time to let go, forgive, and move onward. Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself at this time, Aries? This is something to ponder. Forgiveness is going to bring a sweet release, freedom, and insight into yourself or into the life of another. So look at it from their shoes and notice how you grew and what you learned in this entire situation or in this relationship, this connection. So, who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? This week, try to write a letter of forgiveness, practice Honopono or prayer this week ahead, thinking of the person you're ready to forgive, sending loving energy out. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. There's also someone seeking your forgiveness this week ahead and is hoping that you are going to be charitable of the heart and at least open the channels of communication with them. You can be dealing with an Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn this week ahead, someone who's nurturing and down to earth and shows concerns for others, has been intensely loyal to you in the past. You know their friends, their family. They are very stable and dependable, and they were someone you can count on in the past. And something occurred where you lost communication, but this is the week to open up these channels of communication and allow this relationship to begin a healing process. The healing is for the both of you, believe it or not. Okay, this person is going to be sending you out a message, or if you're the one feeling charitable of the heart, it's going to be you sending out the message. You're gonna do this at the spur of the moment, at the last minute. So this is gonna be going back and forth in your head. Should I, shouldn't I reach out to this person? Shouldn't I be charitable and extend the olive branch? A lot of time has passed. I've matured and changed, and I would like to see where this person is at in their life, or at least um, extend some forgiveness. This is taking a lot of courage and bravery on your part, but you are courageous enough to send the message out or to be open to a discussion. And this is going to change a connection and is also going to allow you to move forward in your life. This is something that occurred a long time ago in your youth that has held you back in an area in your life. In your passion, your drive. Maybe you started having low self esteem issues, but when this person comes to visit or you hear from this person, you remember a part of you that you have lost. It's like finding your inner child once again, your dreams that you have all but forgotten, your goals, your projects, your hobbies, the things that you used to be interested in, that were left in childhood, but now spark this inspiration and motivation in you. So, this extension of the olive branch is going to work in a miraculous way. You might not see it now, but you will see it after this conversation, after this meeting is had this week ahead. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao. Hello and welcome once again, little bulls, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together, Taurus, and let's see what is going on this week ahead for the little bulls. Well, little bulls, it looks like you're coming into some money this week ahead. There may be a windfall of abundance, a lottery win, an inheritance, a back pay finally come to you. Money owed to you is paid back to you this week ahead, but we see an increase in abundance is arriving for Taurus in many different forms. Some of them may be unexpected, so be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, your charitable work, or any situation you may find yourselves in at this time. Also, this week ahead, we see that you need to reinforce some boundaries or figure out what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within certain relationships, especially when it comes to your money, who you support, who you lend money to, who borrows money from you. Taurus, how you invest your money, what you invest your money in. There seems to be boundaries that need to be placed in certain relationships this week ahead or certain partnerships because you may be too charitable or people may see this abundance of financial support coming your way and may want to benefit from it and from you this week ahead. So there's a need to draw boundaries, a need to say no, or need to set a certain amount, a limit. So, to create more healthy boundaries this week ahead, Taurus, you must first get in tune with your own needs, your own desires, and your feelings, and believe that you are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's going to be essential to know where they end and where you begin. That's the goal this week, Taurus, to know when they end and where you begin. This is my time, or these are my funds. I'm going to spend it how I want, give it to whom I want. It is on your time, on your dime, right? So when you separate your energy from others, you're going to gain some clarity about what you really want, Taurus. And then you can stop doing things that no longer align with yourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Your mantra this week should be I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I'm worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. This is a week where a little selfishness goes a long way because everybody's fighting for your funds or fighting for your attention, fighting over just pettiness. So there's caution to be had, especially around your finances. You may have to resort to some underhanded means, okay, or someone is resorting to some underhanded methods to push a project through this week. So there's a lot of competition in the work front. Know that the competition is cutthroat this week ahead. There's a lot of greed, a lot of lust for power. So don't allow anybody to take credit for your work this week ahead. And know that these are just obstacles to conquer. There's opposition, there's rivals, there's challenges on the business and work front, but nothing you can't face as long as you keep in mind that you need to set boundaries. No is no. Respect is respect. Okay? Money and possessions are going to be safe because you have been forewarned. Now you have your eye on the situation. You're going to be cautious and you're going to be disciplined when it comes to your finances. You're going to watch out for your financial interests this week ahead. Watch out with get rich quick schemes and con artists. Rely on your own instincts and research. Do not trust financial advisors at this time because you can come into a large sum of money, possible inheritance, once again, a lottery win, or some investment that is going to be paying off, and people are going to be fighting over it. Okay, who deserves it more? All right. People are going to be asking you for financial favors and they're going to be fighting each other of who deserves it more. There's a lack of maturity and a lack of self control. There's pushy people feeling entitled to something you have earned, won, or have received. All right. There's some bullies around you, some self centered people here, self serving individuals. And they're just going to bring shame and loss to their situation. And maybe that's why they were left out the inheritance that you are just coming into. That has been your weekly reading. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, my little bulls. Welcome once again, my fabulous twins, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together. Let's see what is going on this week ahead for Gemini, the fabulous twins. This is a week of gratitude, Geminis, and getting ready to communicate your needs. You are the great communicator of the Zodiac, so you should be able to have no problem in this area communicating your needs at this time. Counting your blessings this week and feeling gratitude for what you already have is going to help you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind this week ahead. You know how you can get stuck in that head of yours and go down the road of no return. So, this is a week that you're feeling grateful, you're counting your blessings. You're filled with gratitude for what you already have, and this is helping to bring more abundance into your life. What and who you are grateful for right now is a question that should be asked, Geminis. Keep focused upon gratitude throughout the week, and you're going to discover the amazing generosity of the universe. So, the universe wants you to communicate to it your needs and communicate to others your needs. You have to meet the world halfway. If others know what you need, then they can provide, right? So your needs matter this week, Geminis. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? And is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? This is a good week to journal. What are your needs? Am I saying no? Am I saying yes enough based on your desires? Are you telling the full truth? Do you believe that your needs matter? And do you share them with others? Do you ask for what you want, Geminis? When communicating your needs, what are you resisting and from whom? Why are you holding back? Why are you not asking for what you need? Don't you think that you are worthy of it, deserving of what you are asking for? What do you need in order to feel safe enough to express your needs? Start expressing your needs to the universe. Start letting your partners know what you need, the family know what you need, your coworkers know what you need. This is a time of opening up. In the past, there was a lot of obstacles in your way. There was a lot of disappointments and setbacks. And maybe that's why you're not communicating what you need. Or maybe that's what led to the obstacles in the first place. That's what led to disappointment and setbacks, because at the time you didn't ask for your needs to be met. So you were exhausted trying to accomplish something that fell through. It was possible to achieve what you wanted, but because you weren't communicating clearly what you wanted, then you did not receive the outcome that you expected. It's simply not meant to be, and no amount of effort or determination was going to change that. So you were trying to save a failing relationship, trying to save a failing business. Something was falling apart. You were trying to hold it together, not communicating that you needed help or that you were having difficulties or that you were drowning in a relationship where you couldn't express your needs, or you just wasn't asking for what you needed. In the present moment, that's what you are being asked to do. You're being reminded, remember in the past when you didn't speak up, how things fell apart. This is where you have to take the leadership role, the leadership position, and speak up, because there's someone around you that is acting immaturely or is lacking ambitious at this time, is being really lazy, not pulling their weight. They're in a crisis of confidence. They're suffering from low self esteem at this time. They've lost the belief in themselves, in the relationship, in the connection. This is dragging you down. So there's a need to communicate of how we can help this situation and this person who finds themselves in a downward spiral and needing some medical attention, medical support here, or some counseling or some therapy. How can we best assist them without going down ourselves? So there's a need to be strong while others around you are falling apart. You remember what it was to fall apart, and you came out rising like a phoenix out of the ashes. So you know how to pick yourself up, and you may be able to help someone else this week ahead, right? Being grateful that you can share an experience with someone and help them through a difficult time, but knowing when to bow out or when to communicate that you have had enough in a situation, whether it's at work, whether it's in a troubled relationship or broken engagement. Dealing with the reality of situations is what you're working with this week ahead. And speaking on what's not working, and if it can't be fixed, then maybe you should have a change in direction at this time. So you'll be thinking of moving on or changing something dramatically in your life by the end of the week. You're going to be unpredictable and spontaneous at the end of the week with an adventurous spirit. So you're going to feel free of responsibility, because I believe you're saying, hey, I need to take care of myself and you need to take care of yourself. You need to deal with your situation and your issues, and I'm going to have to work on mine. And we're going to have to go separate ways for now, or we're going to have to invest in ourselves for now, because you are going to embark on a new phase in your life, and you can't allow someone or something that is not serving your highest good to hold you back and lose out on opportunities, or causing your adventurous, courageous spirit to die. Trust in your own ideas and plans this week ahead, no matter what others say. There may be negative people around you that are holding themselves back, don't see a future in their lives, their dreams, their goals, and are going to naysay, going to try to fill you with doubt and fear. But I see that you're going to take doubt and fear and put it in your backpack and keep it moving. Keep it moving. That has been your weekly tea, my fabulous twins. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed, namaste, and ciao. Hello, welcome once again, my little crabs, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together. Let's see what is going on this week ahead for Cancerians. Cancer, there's a message that's repeating for you once again from the weekend tea that you're having a problem allowing yourself to receive, knowing that it's safe to receive. I think that you're having a problem with this because you believe that when you receive something, there's strings attached and you don't know what those strings are. At times there's no strings attached. People just want to give you, but this is something that you believe or that crosses your mind. This week is a week to ask yourselves, are you focused on what you're losing or what you're gaining when you allow yourselves to be open, to be vulnerable? Do you feel like you're losing power, you're losing yourself, you're losing control? If you allow yourselves to receive, do you believe that this is some sort of power over you when you allow others to give to you? Do you feel manipulated? Is this why you don't allow people to give to you, Cancerians? Those are questions to really ask yourselves and look into. Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shift your focus from what you might lose to what you might win? Endings are actually new beginnings. Don't be afraid to release something, to end something, thinking that this is it. There is more to come. This is just the beginning for you, Cancerians. Allowing yourself to receive opportunities for growth in connections, in business, in career, allowing opportunities to come to you and allowing yourself to take a risk on yourself. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trusting yourselves because amazing things are coming when you just are open to them. You're too closed at this time, not allowing others to assist you, to help you, to give to you. And this may be due to some trauma in the past or some belief system that you live by. There is someone here feeling very romantic, and maybe you who's romantic with a calm nature and making decisions of the heart carefully this week ahead is important to you. You don't want to make a rash decision. You don't want to end a connection or you don't want to continue a connection unless you know for sure all the details and future plans of the connection. Does this connection have a future? Does this career have a future? Does this business have a future? That's the question you're asking. And if a reply comes back negative or no, then you will think of changing course. But you're afraid of what you might lose if you do change course. But you're not focusing on what you can gain. And that's where your focus should be. Think carefully before acting and speaking this week ahead. You're going to be dealing with your sensitivity as well as sensitive people around you. This is a good week for education and pursuing your artistic dreams and goals or hobbies. There's a possible invitation or proposition coming your way to consider. For single Cancerians, that's little butterflies in your stomach making you nervous. Should I take this person on this offer of going out on a date, meeting up, connecting, opening the channels of communication? But here you are not wanting to open those channels of communication. You don't believe in the person offering you this romantic gesture this week ahead. There's something about this person. You're very intuitive, Cancerians. Very intuitive. So when someone is offering you a deal or is offering you a romantic connection, you really feel the situation out and feel people out. You don't see staying power in this person. Maybe you know this person's past dating history or this person's past business history. Maybe they will have a long rap sheet of bankruptcy issues, but you feel like somebody is an imposter and it is not who they appear to be. But they will be exposed this week ahead telling their white lies because they're going to be giving people what they want to hear, pretending to like people while talking behind their back. And you're going to see this and you're not going to like this. This may be a side of a friend or a partner that is revealed to you this week. And you're like, that's not the type of person I want to associate with, I want to work with, I want to hang out with, I want to have in my life. You know, the way they talking about other people, they will talk about me. The way they spreading other people's personal business out there, they'll do it to me. And I don't feel like this is a person that can be trusted. I'm going to lose my heart to this person. I'm going to lose my business to this person. I'm going to lose to this person. And that's what has you protecting your feelings. That's what has you closing your heart to this offer this week ahead. You're like, if I give in, I'm going to lose more than I'm going to gain with this person. They're making it sound real good, real romantic. Um, they're just persuading me with sweet nothings. They want to persuade me with their sweet nothings, but I see through it. I'm going to protect my heart because I know this person is not being straight up. I know this person is being nice. They don't really mean what they're saying. They're trying to let me down easy, but I may be the one that's going to have to let them down easy, Cancerian says. Okay, so there's one person in a relationship this week that's going to be tempted to betray the other, whether that's, cheating, straying, communicating with someone behind their back, or telling somebody's personal private secrets to an enemy or, someone who's not supposed to be knowing about this situation. Hey, you said you was going to keep this a secret. I thought we were friends, but here you are just spreading my business around. So this is somebody you're going to be confronting and dealing with this week ahead. You thought that it was safe to receive, or you're asking yourselves, is it safe to receive from this person? But you're going to see by the middle of the week, this person do something that's going to let you know, hey, no, pump the brakes. This is somebody who's nothing but trouble and that I should stay far away from because I will be losing more than I will be gaining in this situation. And I will be losing my reputation. I'm going to be losing face. I'm going to be losing my heart. I'm going to be losing my business. I'm going to be losing something. And this person, at the end of the day, is not worth it. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, little crabs. Hello and welcome back, my kings and queens of the jungle, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together, lions, lionesses, and let's see what is going on this week ahead for Leos. Leos, you want something bad, but in order to get it, you have to block out all distractions. Do you believe that you are worthy of what you want? Do you believe that you are worthy of the success you want, the relationship you want, the business you want, the life you want? Do you believe you are worthy? Because in order to receive what you want out of this life, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And one of those sacrifices is going to be blocking out the distractions, which can come in form of loved ones. So this is a week to figure out, to ask yourself, and to know deep in your heart that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you, Leo, and go and claim the life that you have dreamt of, lion and lionesses. Your crown has been bought and paid for. So put it on your head and wear it. Put it on and wear it. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do you feel worthy of this? And then tell yourself each and every day that you are worthy of all of it. And don't allow anything to distract you from your goal. You have to be laser focused this week. Your life purpose, Leo, and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and your working environment by turning off electronics, avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know that these distractions are, and you have the power to your responsibility to block them out. You know what's causing a distraction. You know that someone around you, their energy is unsettling and volatile, and you need to get away from this person who's having mood swings, who's having emotional imbalances, mood swings, lashing out, having the inability to juggle responsibilities, getting overcommitted in situations, getting out of control, or you yourself have gotten into this. And these are the things that you need to block out, these distractions, getting overcommitted in situations, taking multiple responsibilities, which you don't have the time for, getting into arguments and confrontations with others because you're just frustrated, you're overcommitted, overworked, drowning. And this is something that you have to get under control. And in order to do that, you have to block out the distractions that are causing these imbalances, causing these arguments, drop some of these responsibilities don't belong to you, and get away from people who are demanding and trying to take control over your time, your money, and your resources. You have to take your power back. You are a leader. You attract attention wherever you go. You take action. You get results. So why allow someone like this to hold you back? You may be dealing with water signs, Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios this week ahead. You may be also dealing with other fire signs, other Leos or Aries and Sagittarius. But this is a week where you have to take your power back. You have to take action in order to get results because someone else is all out of control. Their life is out of control. And if it's your life that's out of control, then you have to believe that you are worthy of a healthy life, of a successful life, of a life without confrontation and fighting and having to overextend yourself, because all it's causing is grief and loss and regrets. Someone who's holding you back, a situation that's holding you back, is just making you become bitter towards it, making you stand up against it. Like, no more, no más, we're not going with this anymore. I'm taking action, I'm taking steps, and I'm open to something new at this time. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of feeling lost in a connection, in friendships. I'm tired of suffering disappointments in love and in friendships. This is a time where I'm going to go at it on my own. I'm going to go out on my own, and I'm going to go for the life that I deserve and the life that I want. I'm going for the partnership I deserve, and the partnership I want and the love I need. I'm not going to stay where I'm being abused, where I'm being used. That's right. For a long time, you've been preoccupied with an internal battle, whether to stay, continue to work with someone, or break free and go your own way. There's been a lot of pressure from society, from friends, from family to stick this out. But at this point, it is overwhelming. Okay, something's got to give, and you feel like you can't rely on someone around you. And it's time to say goodbye. As much as your heart is going to break, or as much as you hate ending a marriage, or ending a friendship, or ending a love relationship, it's going to take your strength to endure this loss, but you're hoping for the better. You know that it is for the better. And that's why you know that you're going to have to go your separate ways. And this person might act up, act out, but it's something that they're going to have to accept, and something that you're going to need to block out, because in order to succeed, you have to put yourselves first. A little selfishness, a little selfishness this week goes a long way, Leos. You've got them tongue tied this week. You got them tongue tied. This has been your weekly tea. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, lion and lionesses. Hello and welcome back, my beautiful Virgonians, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together and let's see what's going on this week ahead. For some Virgos, there are some financial fears that they're going to have to face this week. You may be thinking of lending, borrowing, refinancing, mortgaging, asking a friend for a loan, or seeking out investors to invest in an idea and a business. But this is a week of figuring out where you can ask for help, where you can get more help, especially if you find yourself in a financial pinch. Be honest with yourselves this week about the fears of successes and failures, and know that they can't control you as long as you face them. As long as you expose them and are aware of them, then you can find a solution for them, removing the fear and the doubt that you have behind it. Not being able to financially support yourself may be creating self doubts or fears about the future. But there are people around you that can help you, that can assist you. You just have to ask for the help. I think this was a message that you had over the weekend as well, asking for assistance. Um, Where can you ask for more help in your life, Virgos? Until you can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. So just because you're asking for a helping hand, you shouldn't put a negative connotation attached to it. You shouldn't feel less than. You shouldn't doubt yourself. You shouldn't fear that you can support yourself in the future, or that you won't be able to pay back this loan, this debt, because you will be able to. It seems like I'm not asking for this assistance, or I'm not seeking this assistance because I'm ashamed or I'm embarrassed. I don't want to be judged. Okay. I don't want to be seen as weak or not independent enough. So, this is something that's concerning you this week, that's creating an obstacle and a delay in an assistance that can help you. So ask for what you want this week and open up to receiving it, because someone there is wanting to help you, and it's coming from the heart. They're going to help you because you deserve it. They care about you. They love you. They want to help you. They believe in you. But do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your own success? or are you focused on failure? Okay. So you're coming from an energy of the past where there was a lot of problems. There may have been unwanted marriage proposals, or you might have been overwhelmed by crisis, just one thing after another thing after another thing. And you felt unable to cope with the day to day problems, and you're still dealing with that energy, trying to cope with the problems. Not letting anybody know, just suffering in silence and trying to deal with the situation as best as possible. But you can alleviate some of this stress and some of this burden if you seek out help, because you're dealing with the aftermath of problems that have drained your energy. So now it's about recouping, regathering, rebuilding, starting over from scratch, starting over from zero. And this can be scary. You can be restarting your life at this time, Virgos. There's a lot of stress and a lot of adjusting that needs to be done. And you on shaky grounds, okay? You on new grounds, but you on shaky grounds. But it will become more firm and more stable as you stick it out, because things will eventually work out. There's going to be travel and journey and relocation in the future. You may be even going over water. And this is going to bring you peace and prosperity, moving away from difficult situations and finding your peace again, regaining balance once again. There's someone this week that may be in their feelings, okay? They may be in their feelings. This person may be attractive, maybe dresses well. They might deceive you or play emotional guilt trips on you. This person is not how they appear to be. This is a heartbreaker that you're dealing with this week ahead. They can be water signs, Pisces, Cancers, Scorpios. This is someone who is very jaded about life, very worldly. This person feels like they've seen it all, they know it all, they have answers to everything. They're great, manipulators, they're great cons, they have a silver tongue, but this tongue can be used to hurt others. So be careful with getting into a confrontation or war of words this week, because someone's feelings has been offended. Someone feels hurt and is lashing out. Someone may be lashing out this week, but you want to stay focused on this new beginning that's happening for you, Virgos. Try to detach yourself from the drama that other people are trying to bring this week and just focus on your personal power this week. You're at a high point after hitting a very low point. Right now is going to be a good time to begin new projects, new relationships, new situations in your life where anything is possible. So, this is a good time to start a family, to rebuild from the ground up with wonderful, warm people, and building a stable family life. Relocating to give the family a better life, to give yourself a better life, to give yourselves the opportunity to embark on a better life. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, Virgos. Stay away from the drama. Welcome back, my scales of justice. Laying down the law and laying down the justice on a weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's see what's going on this week ahead for Libra. My Libras, my scales of justice. Libra. Stop complaining and do something about your situation, or get away from those that are complaining and draining your energy like energy vampires. they're making you miserable, you fed up, they're getting on your last nerve. If you are around people that all they're doing is complaining and draining your energy, and if it's you who are unhappy in a situation, then stop complaining and do something about your situation. Get clear on what you really want. What does your soul want? What you are calling, what you are being called to, drawn to at this time. Stop complaining and work towards it or go towards it. Take out the shoulds and the limitations and get out of your heads this week, Libra, and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was possible, okay, to succeed, what is it that you would go for? And if you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. So if you're going to stay where you're at, then stop complaining and give in to the situation, compromise and work with your situation. If you're unhappy and you can't deal with the situation anymore, then go elsewhere, but go with all your heart. Ask yourselves, Libra, this week, what is it that you really want? What does your heart crave? And then take one step in that direction, even if it's a baby step. But complaints are just affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. So take back your God given power this week by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom to choose. You're not stuck where you're at. You have the freedom to get up and move, or get up and do something about your situation. You might not see it, but you have many choices, an abundance of choices around you. You just got to open your eyes and just take one step in that direction. With your increased confidence and assertiveness this week, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality when you stop complaining and you start doing. It's a good time for new team projects, Libra, and good business ventures. Business partnerships is advisable at this time. Teamwork is essential this week to achieving your goals. So no need to be complaining. There's no time for complaining. There's only time for hard work, because it's the hard work that's going to be noticed, not the complaining. The complaining is not going to make you look like a good team player, and they're not going to want you as part of the team. So it's important that you give it your all, that you put your heart into your work this week, plan well, and have very careful preparation, because that's what's going to pay off. Working with others is essential. Working as a team, making sure that you do everything right in the eyes of others, because at this time, there are eyes on you and you are being judged. And if you have been complaining, know that they are judging you for that. Okay? You can be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This can be supervisors, bosses, managers, people of authority, people with power and position. And they have their eye on you and they're not too happy with you at this time, Libra. Okay? And be careful when working with these individuals. Know that they play games. Um, they emotionally manipulate others. They play games. They come off as very cool, calm, collective, frosty, like nothing bothers them. They are unbothered. Okay? They are not loyal. They are not faithful. So they will stab you in the back if you do something wrong. Okay? They're the first ones to call you out on something. You're dealing with people who may be self absorbed, selfish, greedy, and They didn't get in their positions by playing by the rules. They did work hard, they do work hard, but sometimes they get to where they're at by using underhanded means. And at this time, they might feel like you're showing a bad attitude at work. You may be coming off as vindictive or controlling or manipulative. So you have to be careful of how you're coming off to your coworkers or the type of coworkers that you deal with, that all they do is complain or talk about others. You got to watch out by becoming one of their victims, okay? Because you could face problems if you don't dot your I's, cross your T's, come with your best, all right? With your hard work and your determination to get through a project or get through a goal successfully. Because if not, you will be facing problems and they're not going to go away on their own. You're going to need courage to overcome them. You're working with some really cutthroat people in business and career, and you got to up your game and you got to see the game, okay? In order to avoid becoming one of their victims. Open yourselves to new ideas, to new possibilities, and to other choices and other options. In business and career, keep your options open. Look for other means of employment or change your attitude around 160 degrees on the work front, because they have their eye on you and they're not speaking very highly of you at this time. They're complaining about you or they're complaining about others. You see this, you don't want to become one of their victims, or you're just tired of this situation where you constantly have to watch your back because you're afraid somebody gonna do you in or sabotage your work, or destroy your character. And this is not the type of environment you want to be in or you want to work in. You find it very toxic. So know to be on your toes, on your P's and Q's this week, because the bosses are not behaving well. They're behaving badly this week, and they're looking at you to see how you're behaving, to point out your behavior and how unsatisfied they are. There's a lot of complaining going around, and you're like, I don't want to hear no more complaining. Maybe I should just get up and go. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, my scales of justice. Hello and welcome back, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac, Scorpio. So your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together and let's see what is going on for Scorpios this week ahead. This week is a week to declutter, clean out the closet, and also clean out the cupboards. Okay? It's time to get food healthy this week ahead, improving your eating habits, and decluttering is the central energy for Scorpios this week ahead. You will feel better, Scorpios, and more focused if you'll take out time to clear away the clutter from your living and your workspace this week ahead. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items, and be sure to keep your schedules uncluttered as well. Also, ask yourselves, where are you with your health goals this week? Where do you want to be? Why aren't you there yet? What will it take for you to feel better? If your body could talk, Scorpios, what would it say? What does it need right now? Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Eat right, exercise, make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And that's including the energy health around the home, around the workplace. It's time to declutter, clean, sweep, mop, paint, redecorate, change the energy, rearrange the furniture, rearrange items on the walls. It's time to switch things around and clean things out. Especially focusing on your health is something that must be a priority this week because there has been a lack of exercise, Scorpios, or an overindulgence in food and drink, which has resulted in some weight gains. There also has been some arguments and misunderstandings in the recent past, some confused feelings, some issues with friends as well, friends turning their back on you, a loss of social stature for some of you, feelings of loneliness and isolation. This is a week that you need to take care of yourselves, make yourselves a priority, think positively, change up your environment, hit the gym, start eating healthy, start taking care of number one. Instead of investing your energy in lost causes, Scorpios, okay? There has been a lot of frustration, a lot of complacency. You have been doing the same thing for too long, Scorpios. If there's a lawsuit or a court case pending, then it's not going to turn out well. It's not going to turn out in your favor. There has been a lot of lies and intrigue, someone making trouble for you. There has been some bad luck for the past several months, a major change in your life, but things are going to improve once you start taking care of yourselves, once you start making yourselves a priority, because you're going to need to be strong in order to confront some legal contractual issues, because there has been arguments here with partners, family members, friends, loved ones. There has been a lot of issues, a lot of people who have done each other wrong this week are going to be seeking reconciliation and forgiveness. There are people getting hit with some karma this week ahead. So forgive those who have hurt you, Scorpios, and move on with your life. Or extend the olive branch towards others, extend forgiveness towards others so that you and others can forgive each other and move on. This is a great time for looking for a new job and finding a new job. If you have been in a low period, Scorpio, then things are about to turn around once you make yourselves a priority and once you take your power back and take charge of the situation. Scorpio, you're a sign that's not down and out for long. So I see you turning things around this week or towards the end of the week. We're looking at a rough go at it at the beginning of the week, but towards the end, you'll be finding solutions. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea again. Be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Hello and welcome once again, my globetrotters of the Zodiac, Sagittarius, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's see what's going on, Saggies, for this week's tea. You know, Saggy, praying on something is good. Praying for something is good. Praying, period, is very good. But prayer alone isn't enough, okay? In this situation, prayer alone is not going to cut it. What are you resisting feeling right now? You can pray on it all you want, but it won't go away. You need to feel it to heal it this week. Okay, Sagittarius? This is not a week to bottle up your emotions, to ignore your emotions, to ignore your feelings, to ignore your pain, to pretend things are not happening, things are not occurring. It's not going to go away if you don't face it, if you don't deal with it. So this week, Saggies, you have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of the pain, you first must have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When you allow yourself to feel it all, you can then release what no longer is serving you, and then give the rest up to God. Give the rest to the higher power. Give the rest to your ancestors, to your spirit guide. Give the rest to them. Deal with the emotion, do what you can, and release the rest. Allow yourself to feel this wave this week. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul when you release what is no longer serving you, what's been hurting you for so long, what you've been praying on. Heal it and let it go. There's someone who has hurt your feelings in the past without thinking. They were selfish. They put their needs first. They couldn't keep a job. They were in and out of your life. They had erratic mood swings. They brought a lot of conflict into your life through this relationship. They blamed you for a lot of things that went wrong in the connection. They overreacted. They had anger issues, and they took their failures out on you, their frustrations out on you. A lot of it was not your fault. You had nothing to do with it, Sagittarius. But this person just wants someone to lash out on, uh, someone to take the blame because they're irresponsible. They don't want to take accountability or responsibility for what has occurred. It takes two to fail in a connection. It takes two to tango. And this person put it all on you. It was very hurtful. And it's something that at the time you blocked the grieving, or you blocked the anger, you blocked the emotions. But now it's time to feel it, heal it, and let it go. Let it go. This person you were dealing with could have been a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo, could have been an earth sign, could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the outcome to the problem was uncertain, and the outcome with this person may not make you happy. They may lose their nerve. They're very indecisive. They're weak when it comes to commitment and adapting to change. They retreat when things are getting serious. They are very superficial. They like taking advantage of people. And then when they no longer see the need, or where they're no longer having their needs met, they hurt you and run along to the next supply. So they're not only doing it to you, Sagis, or they not only did it to you, but this is the way they are. This is who they are. They use people, and then they move on to the next. They move on to the next. There's no reason for you to feel bad or hold yourself back or live in the guilt or these energies, these lower vibrational energies that you are holding on to, that are holding on to you. It's time to be decisive, because confusion is your greatest enemy. If you think that your love is going to heal this person or change the situation, or sticking in this situation, it's going to get better with time. It is not. You can't allow these important decisions in your life to be made by others who are only looking for their own best interest. They're going to guide you and give you advice that is going to lead you, giving them something that will benefit them and leave you with a hole in your heart or a hole in your wallet. This is not somebody to give your heart to or to lend money to. They make everything sound good while they taking And then when they're leaving out the door, the nastiest things they could say, Sagittarius, the nastiest things they can do. So it's best to avoid this person this week ahead and honor yourself and your feelings, and don't put up with this kind of nonsense, this kind of abuse where you allow someone to use you and come in and out of your life and do as they please. Also, in the work front, don't allow people to throw their work on your desk or hit you up for favors. Hey, do this for me, do that for me. And while they're sitting twiddling their thumbs on their phones, playing games on their computers while you're doing their work, this is nonsense. Stop suffering in silence. Speak up for yourself. Honor your feelings and cut off the users and abusers this week. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, Saggies. Hello and welcome once again, my little goats, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together and let's see what is going on this week for Capricorns. Okay, my little goats, what's this week's energy? What's this week's messages? You are very attractive. And if you had a magic wand and could have anything you desire in life, what would you choose this week, Capricorn? What would you choose to manifest in your life this week? For some of you, it's a partner, it's a romantic connection, a romantic relationship, or a business opportunity of a lifetime. But the trick this week is to attract, not to chase. Not to message someone to death, not to call, text someone to death, not to chase someone down, but to be the one attracting, to be the one they're calling, to be the one that they're looking for, to be the one that they want without being thirsty. Anything or anyone you chase after will run away from you this week because of the fears underlying the chasing energy. Instead, Cappies, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and a welcoming energy. Just allowing yourselves to be welcoming, to be approachable, will allow someone the green light to come forward and ask you out or ask you to join their team, ask you to come aboard, but you need to come off welcoming, not defensive, not standoffish, but open and available. There is a burning desire in you. There is power in your desires this week, Capricorn. So let them be your fuel this week. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today, go inward, Capricorns. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. You got to make a choice about something this week. Make sure it makes you happy. Because in the past, a good beginning turned against you. A relationship turned sour real quick, or a business opportunity turned out to be a lemon real quick, and you rushed into it and you didn't take your time. You went after it. Allow the opportunities to come to you this time. In the past, you may have not found a marketplace for your skills, your talent, or something you were selling because the marketplace was crowded already with the same type of ideas or the same type of brand. But now your ideas need to be original enough to go back to the drawing board and offer them once again. In the past, things failed because there was bad planning, you rushed, you chased something or someone down, and it backfired because you gave off the wrong energy. This week, you're being asked to give that right energy, that attracting energy, that welcoming energy, that available energy, that confident energy. You are a hard worker, my little goats. Your job at times is the center of your life. You are workaholics. You will be financially successful. You becoming financially successful or are, but you need patience and to be extremely focused in order to succeed, because that's where your magic is at, in your patience, in working towards something diligently, being extremely focused, bringing your traditional values and hard work to public service, being ethical, being conservative, being realistic and down to earth are the tools and your characteristic that makes things successful and work. It's when you act impulsively, you do things without thinking, you rush, that things fall apart. So it's important that before you invest your heart or before you invest your money, before you promise to follow through on something, you make sure that you have staying power and that you can keep your word. And it's something that you want to invest in, because you do not want to wind up once again with a broken heart, with empty pockets. You work very hard to have the success you have now, to rush into relationships that drain you financially, drain you physically, spiritually, emotionally, but mostly financially. You take good care of your home, your family, your partner, and you don't want to be taken advantage of, especially, financially. Friends have taken advantage of you, family members have taken advantage of you, partners have taken advantage of you financially, and you work hard to give yourself financial stability once again, or are working on that, and you don't need other people coming in and taking. Remember, your whole energy is to attract abundance, not chase it down or give it away. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, Cappies. Welcome back, Aquarius, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gem Star. Let's spill the tea together, Aqua, and let's see what is going on this week ahead. What are you grateful for, Aquarius? This is a week to remove the energy of lack, the thought of lack in our lives, and welcome in and visualize all abundance in all forms. And be grateful. Adapt an abundance mindset this week, Saggies. Gratitude is the antidote to all your problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves your health, opens your heart, and changes your state. This week, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of three things for which you are grateful for today. And notice the abundance growing within you. God has given you, Saggy, such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision this week of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience when you refocus on abundance rather than lack. More things come into your life. You're coming from a past energy where there was a lot of problems, where your freedom was threatened, where you felt in the past that you had no choice, that choices were out of your hand, that choices were being made for you. You were accused falsely. You may have lost a job. There might have been, disaster after disaster after disaster, unnecessary suffering that could have been avoided if you just would have paid attention to the red flags and took action a little sooner. But this week, you will take action to stop anything that may cause trouble. Okay? Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancers, Scorpio, or you may be dealing with someone who is very selfish, very destructive. There can be a female that's condescending or sarcastic or speaks down to you or speaks ill of you, uh, does things behind your back, tries to ruin your reputation, speaks ill of you to your friends and family member, or spreads gossip. But this person is very vengeful and very cruel, and it comes from a place of jealousy. They can't stand the happiness of others, the success of others. Can't trust this person. This person is very dishonest. Is someone who smiles in your face, pretends to be nurturing and motherly. And once you spill your guts to them, they talk about you, they judge you, and this caused you a lot of problems. And this person may be trying to start up trouble this week again, and you need to shut it down. Shut it down. Be grateful for what you have and the connections you can't save that are just causing you grief and misery, people who are putting you down. Then you have to cut them out of your life, because all they're going to do is reverse your good fortune. This abundance that's coming your way, they're going to try to block it or speak ill of it, speak ill of how you attained this success. And you want to block them out and not feed into it. See to your own needs this week. Build up your reserves. Savings and insurance will help guard against future disasters. So keep money in reserve. Money's coming your way this week. It's important that you save it and not listen to somebody's sob story, their sad story, trying to con you out of your hard earned money. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, Aquarius. Welcome back, my little fishies, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gemstar. Let's spill the tea together and let's see what is going on this week ahead, Pisces. Are you willing to organize yourselves and organize your life to reach success? Is success in your life worth the time and hard work that it's going to take to organize yourselves? Don't let the word organize intimidate you, Pisces, and it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose this week. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next step of action. But are you willing? You are on the edge of something great this week, Pisces. Can you feel it? Yes, there is a risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave, Pisces, and trust yourselves more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourselves into a whole new level of belief, little fishies, and be willing to move forward with courage. Be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid of your own dreams, Pisces, and tell yourself all throughout the week, it is possible. All is possible. Anything is possible. It is possible. I see that your natural abilities are going to be kicking in this week. You're going to be speaking to authorities. So, speaking with authorities, speaking to higher ups, trying to move yourselves up the ladder of success, negotiating, advertising, selling yourself, selling your ideas, selling your projects. You have good instincts this week. You're using your common sense, Pisces. You have a lot of great ideas to put into action, and you're speaking to people with power, the power to make them happen for you. So you're working with others to manifest a dream or a goal. You are using your gift of gab this week, your sharp intellect, your analytical side, and of course, that organizational side needs to kick in because a major turning point in your finances is about to take place. So take a complete financial inventory this week. Money is going to come from investments. Use this time to assess progress towards career goals and financial plans. If there is a little profit, Pisces, radically change your direction on money issues. Choose low risk investments and plan carefully. Be careful on what you invest. But something you definitely must invest in this week is yourselves. You got to be willing to make the sacrifices to succeed. There's no need to be underhanded, no need to be ruthless or exploit others to advance yourselves. Just use your own original ideas, your skills, your talents, your abilities, and you will be on demand. Watch out for others as well when it comes to career and finances. You have some cutthroat competition. They're real ruthless. They'll do whatever it takes to get to the top, but you don't need to do that because your skills, your talents, your ideas speak for themselves. And this intimidate others, and this is why they have to play dirty. Okay? They're obsessed with money and power, and because of this, they will fall on their own sword this week. But as you listen to yourselves and you don't concern yourselves with what's going on with others, you just focus on what you're doing, you will succeed. You have to have a strong desire to change your life, a strong desire to succeed, to make things happen, to plan, to strategize, to organize, to take the lead, and to know where to invest, to learn to invest wisely, because the inability to make a decision can cost you great loss this week. So avoid get rich quick schemes, stay away from weak, shady characters, stay away from aggressive, violent, angry, manipulative, controlling, cruel individuals this week. Stay away from these type of people, okay? Stay away from people who are doing illegal business. Make sure that if you're investing in a business or a company, that it's on the up and up and it's legit, because somebody is going to wind up in jail or somebody's going to wind up facing a lawsuit. They're going to have their character assassinated because of getting involved in something illegal. So make sure that anything you invested is on the up and up and it is legit. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste. And ciao, little fishies.